One. Hello, my name is Thiago and I'm a research scientist at aiXplain. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can use the aiXplain platform to help to subtitle videos to any target language within minutes. So we will demonstrate how you can create a pipeline to subtitle this video into two languages, English, the original language, and Spanish. First, we will log in into the platform. Once you have an aiXplain account and log in, you can navigate to the Design tab. The Designer tab allows you to create a pipeline for any AI-based solution you have in mind. So let's go ahead and create a pipeline to subtitle our example video in English and Spanish. This pipeline will first extract the audio from the video, run speech recognition from the text extracted, and translated it to Spanish, the desired second language. Finally, just for illustrational reasons, we will also synthesize the translated Spanish text. First, we will have the input node, which accepts videos. Next, we will extract the audio from the video. For this node in the pipeline, we need to choose a model from a supplier based on your preference. We will see a check mark appearing on the node, indicating that this node has a model associated with it. Now, we will connect the input node to the audio extraction one. We will now add a voice activity detection node, which will predict the chunks in the audio where there is voice activity to be transcribed. Let's set its attributes. In this case, I want voice chunks of minimum of 1 second and maximum of 7 seconds. Let's now choose a model for voice activity detection. Let's now connect the VAD node with the previous one. Next, you can choose the speech recognition node. We may populate it with a model from our desire. Let's filter these models by language, in this case, English. I will choose the English speech recognition model by Azure. Connect the voice activity detection node with the speech recognition one. Choose each input attribute of the new node should be populated with the output of the previous one. The text generated here can be passed through a translation model to get text in Spanish. Let's create a translation node, English to Spanish, select the supplier of our preference, and connect the speech recognition node with this new one. See here how we can combine different tasks performed by models of different suppliers. So let's go ahead and create now the speech synthesis node for Spanish. To finish our pipeline, let's create the output nodes for the output of the desired tasks. Finally, let's name this pipeline and save it. We can access our new pipeline clicking in My Assets. Let's click on Pipelines. And here we can see our new pipeline. Let's see its specifications, clicking on these three dots. So here we can see the author of this pipeline, when it was created. And here we can try it out in the UI. Let's upload our example video. Now that the video is uploaded, let's click on Try. The video will be processed through the pipeline in the background. Wait for a couple of minutes for processing. Finally, let's play the synthesized Spanish audio of our example video.
Bienvenidos a otro episodio de Explique. Uso de Discover para encontrar y comparar modelos de IA. Discover le permite utilizar la entrada del lenguaje natural para buscar modelos MT de prueba y referencia de una selección cada vez mayor de proveedores. En esta demostración, me centraré en un flujo de trabajo de traducción del árabe al inglés. Podemos ver aquí que actualmente hay 4 proveedores a diferentes precios para elegir. Podemos hacer clic en el icono de información para revisar un modelo con más detalle.
However, as we could see from the text outputs, we still do not have the subtitles in an SRT file as expected. For that, we will have to run our pipeline programmatically through the API. So here we go. So now I will explain how we can call any pipeline from the aiXplain platform programmatically. In special, I will demonstrate how to process our example video running this pipeline in Python, and then use the return Spanish translations to generate its subtitles in the SRT format. To run this pipeline, we will need 2 informations, the endpoint and the access key that is pointed here. To make it easy to programmers, we created this Python library, aiXplain Pipelines. You will see how easy it will be to run our pipeline. Let's get started. So here I have a Jupyter notebook. Let's start by installing the aiXplain Pipelines library using pip. In this case, I already have installed, so let's proceed. This library has a class called pipeline, which can be instantiated with the two information we mentioned before, the endpoint URL and the access key of the desired pipeline. So let's do it. Once a pipeline is instantiated, it is super easy to run it. You just have to call its method run, passing the input as the parameter data. So let's process our example video. Let's add the path to our video. So now we just have to wait a couple minutes to see the result into the response variable. So here it is how the output of our pipeline looks like. In this JSON, we are interested in the response field. I will access it. The response field has two keys: status, which points whether the call was succeed or not, and data, which contain the output of our pipeline. As we can see that our call was successful, let's focus on the data structure. The data structure in this case is a list of 3 elements, each one corresponding to an output node of our pipeline. Remembering that the first output of our pipeline contains the English transcription of the video, the second is Spanish translation, and the third is audio synthesis. So let's zoom in an instance of this list. For each output, the API presents 5 information. The success, which points whether the output node information was successfully processed. Output type, which points whether the output is audio, text, image, and so on. Function, which points the type of output, whether it was from a translation task, speech recognition, speech synthesis, and so on. The node ID, segments, which is a list with the output of the corresponding task for each chunk of data where there is voice activity. And response, which is the output of the task by reconstructing the segments. To generate our subtitles, we are interested in the translation output. So let's find it. Instead of the reconstruction output in the response field, which is similar to the result we saw in the UI, we want the Spanish translations for each segment where there is voice activity. For this reason, we will access its segments structure. Each segment consists of the duration of the segment in the variable size, the start in seconds of the segment in the start sec, the end in seconds of the segment in the end sec, and a response variable, which contains a link with the output, in this case a Spanish translation. To help generating our subtitles in the SRT format, let's use this method that I previously created, generate SRT. This method will receive our list of segments, as we saw before, and a write file, where the file can be written. This method will process the segments by putting its start seconds and the end seconds of each segment and the write timestamps, also downloading the translations of each segment, and then creating the subtitles and formatting into the SRT format. So let's use it. Finally, here we can print our subtitles in the SRT format. These SRTs can be easily stored in a file and can be uploaded to any platform of videos together with our video, such as YouTube. So that's it. Here in this video, we show how we can create a pipeline in the aiXplain platform, which can help us to transcribe audios, translate its transcriptions, also synthesizing audio, and finally can be integrated into a script that can generate subtitles into an SRT format for us. I hope you like it.